Hi everybody, I'm back with a share and some hauling. Okay, so I'm going to share two cards that I made recently. Actually, these two cards were shared on the Ink to Paper blog this week. So I don't remember which day it was now. It's been a long week. But anyway, this first card, I really love this card because it's pink, but also because I got a chance to do some watercoloring, faux watercoloring. So for this card, I used one of their new dies called Bouquet Backdrop, and I cut that out on watercolor paper so that I could make sure that all the water I might apply could be held inside the paper. So this was done with actual inks from Ink to Paper, and I used the Lovely Lady and Prairie Grass and Spring Moss. And then I used a watercolor brush, an aqua brush from Jane Davenport, the Fine Point. I like these brushes because the water doesn't seem to go to the point unless you squeeze the tube. Some of the brushes don't control that water very well, so I will say that I like that brush because of that. For the die cut here for the For You, that is this one right here from Ink to Paper. It's called To Die for Sentiments Byline For You, and it's a very skinny die cut, but it was so easy to just glue that on some parts of my leaves here. And then the last die cut I used is this new Border Bling embossed skinny frame die, and that's what is cut here in the pink. So it's a very simple card, but it's very impactful, I think, because of the watercoloring I did, or the faux watercoloring I did on the die cut here. And there isn't a matching stamp, so you really have a lot to play with here. It was very easy to do. I just took the ink and applied it to my glass mat here, and then took my water brush and started filling in the die cut. So that is the first card I have to share. The second one is using different materials. So I have some glitter cardstock in my stash. So I used that to cut this recently released die. This one is called, what's it called? On the Border, I'm guessing it's Sunburst Frame. I put them two together because there's a half sunburst, and then there's the full frame. You can see it back there, right here. Sunburst frame, to cut that glitter paper out. And then I popped the circle back in underneath the cross. And the cross has a stamp and matching die called Risen, and it comes in this really awesome packaging here. So you can see the stamp. It's a layered stamp, and it has some sentiments. And I also purchased the dies, and they are stored in the other pocket in this container right here. So I have some extra die cuts I put in here so that when I'm ready to stamp this set again, I already have some of them die cut. So the other thing that you see on this card is another frame die, and that is this Border Bling Skinny V's frame die. I don't know if you can see the V's in it, but the V's are kind of pointing to the middle of the frame, and there's a little circle in the middle. So there's a nice little pattern that gets embossed when you cut the frame out, and I cut it in this lilac grace color from Paper Tray, and actually from Ink to Paper they have it too. So the stamp and die, I stamped it out using Simply Chartreuse for the green leaves and Lilac Grace for the flowers. And what I've also done is, you'll see on the card that there's some little tiny pearls. I use them kind of as an accent. And I've also put them in the corners here on the card. But yeah, this is, again, pretty simple card if you look at it, but it's got a lot of nice elements on it. Great for Easter. The last color that's in here, that where the He is Risen, that ink is actually the Weather Vane ink from Ink to Paper. as well. It's a nice gray color without being black, because sometimes black is a little too bold for what you want. And the nice thing about the stamp set is that the words are made to fit inside of the stamped image. So if you notice, the flowers and the leaves actually work around the whole sentiment. So those are the 2 cards I created. And again, those were posted on the Ink to Paper blog earlier this week. I did get one item that I ordered from them, and I've been waiting for this one since it, not since it came out, but I wanted to purchase this, and it finally came back in stock, which is great. It is a pencil card holder, and you can use this for, you know, a child's school supply or whatever, as a teacher gift or to other kids that are having, you know, birthdays or whatever. But you could also make this into a colored pencil. Wouldn't that be fun? Or some other type of, you know, graphic pencil, graphite pencil, to give to an artist. So I purchased this. It has all these pieces in it. You can see it's a fold over, but there's a lot of things you can do. You can even make this dimensional if you want to be a little more crafty. But this is the gift card holder. I actually was able to get a good deal on this too, because they had an anniversary sale for the month of February. So because this is one of the more expensive dies, because it is a larger set, I got the discount on it when they had their anniversary sale. So that's the one thing I purchased from them. I've also got a couple of other things. I got an email saying that Tailored Expressions was putting out more of the Grumplings. And this is the mythical set. I like, it's not necessarily the images that I like, it's more the actual sentiments that they have in them sometimes. So I like some of these types of sayings. So I went ahead and bought this set. And then I went and searched, of course, for other Grumpling sets. And so here we go. This one is for, this is a stamp and die combo actually. And this one's a graduate one. And I have a niece graduating, so hopefully I remember to use this when it comes time. Or maybe ahead of time. This one's for retirement. And if you want to read the sentiments, just go ahead and pause the video. This one is for the spring. Got some cute ones in here, cute sayings. This one is the holiday one. So there's a couple of different Grumplings in here and some really funny sayings. This one is Grouchy Grumplings. Well, Grumplings are already grouchy, but, you know, there's some funny things in here. Caution, I'm on a diet. Sudden maulings may occur. Anyway, this is Grouchy Grumplings 2. So this is the second version of that previous set. Again, a lot of times I do like the sentiments. Not necessarily the animals, but some of them are really funny. Exercise Grumplings. Yes, everybody must have this. This one is Grown-Up Grumplings. Children make it difficult to be the parent you always imagine you'd be. Poop. There it is. Anyway, that one's funny. Summer Grumplings. Oh my gosh, this is a bear in a bikini. So I got that set. So those are the ones that I picked up. They didn't necessarily have them on sale, but I wanted to get a number of them set. So that's what I got. Also, Scrapbook Pal. They have their Lawn Fawn in their new Lawn Fawn in. So I wanted to pick up the ink pads. They have 2 new colors, Jellyfish and Kiddie Pool. This is a pretty color. And this one is too, actually. Like, they kind of really go together. I'll be interested to see what color this turns out to be when you stamp the ink. Well, for both of them. I do ink swatches, so I got, excuse me, the 2 paper pads they had, which was Dandy Day and Hello Sunshine Remix. So I did get 2 6x6 paper pads this time around. And then I purchased a die that came out in the February release? No, January probably. This one is the backer die. Does it have the name here? You can't move it. It says XOXO in here. Well, of course it's backwards. And then it's got hearts. So you got that little variation in the pattern in this backer die. It's kind of a nice, okay, XOXO backdrop portrait. It actually says that on the back. So I got that die. Now, I did get a lot of other things along with this order because I've been looking for Copic refills at a good price, and I have found them. The reason I'm doing that is because Copic is changing their refills over to a smaller size refill, and so I wanted to get the larger size. I don't think I'll be running out of Copic ink for a long time once I have the full set of refills. So last year I started buying some, and I have just finished purchasing the rest of them, and I'll be organizing them. I also have some new storage, but it is just the same as some other storage I purchased earlier. I will share that probably in a different video because I have to set it all up. That's what I'll be working on this weekend, among other things. But that's what's been going on with me. I hope you all have a really good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.